It is that time of the week. You know it. I know it. Lewis knows it. Time to answer audience questions. Send them in via email, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram now, where I am at david.pakman, or, of course, voicemail. 219-2DavidP is the voicemail number. Here is the first question delivered to us via voicemail. Take a listen.
David Lewis, calling from Detroit here. Just wanted to ask you a quick question. How many voicemails do you get? I guess it's two. Do you get a lot of voicemails? And two, do you get a lot of drunk voicemails? And obviously you get a lot of Patriot mail. But yeah, what percentage do you go through, and what's your day like? Does it take you about an hour every day? Does it take you just a half hour? Because I honestly would do this for like 3 hours because I think I'd be very entertained.
Right. Okay, so here's the deal. Listen, we get a ton of voicemails. Over time, it's gone up and up and up. Sometimes in the morning, there will be 50 or 60 or 70 voicemails. Now, what does happen is, you know that 80-20 rule, Lewis, where like 20% of your customers take up 80% of your time. 20% of your tasks will take up 80% of your time. Sometimes it's even more pronounced than that. We have 15 to 20 callers that call many, many times and very, very frequently. Sometimes, and I don't want to get too far into this because I don't want to upset anybody necessarily, the same person will call 10 or 20 or 30 or 40 or 50 times in a night. And those are interesting mornings. And they have a lot to say, clearly. So the process, once we have sort of figured out, okay, here's someone who called 40 times with 40 3-minute voicemails. We never have time to play a full 3-minute voicemail. We can sort of skip through those very, very quickly. So it really only takes about 15 to 20 minutes a day to really review the voicemails and find one that we need for the show, right? And a lot of times you're listening to them when I'm listening to them, and we can go through them pretty quickly. I mean, there's some that are just way too long for air. People, you would probably notice a good voicemail gets right to the point quickly. It has a very clear point of view or question or opinion.
Like this one.
Like this one, exactly. How many voicemails do you get? Do you get a lot of Trump voicemails? So I think there's like voicemail etiquette. When you look and you see what types of voicemails make it on, if you want a voicemail that's likely to make it on, you would sort of follow that perspective, and that helps us also weed through 50 or more voicemails every single day, which is a lot.
It's a lot. And sometimes it's not easy. We get a voicemail and say, oh, is this a good one? I don't know. Or
Right.
maybe it's not. Maybe. But anyway, that's the deal with the amount of voicemails. But what percentage would you say are people that are drunk or on something?
Yeah, probably 10%. I don't
Yeah,
know. Like
that was going to be my guess.
1 out of 10. We get a lot of these voicemails very late at night. And sometimes it does seem like the person is certainly under the influence of some kind of substance. And sometimes we can't really tell or whatever. But yeah, and the first time I listened to this, I thought they said how many Trump voicemails as opposed to how many drunk voicemails. We probably get more drunk voicemails than Trump voicemails by far. I mean, we've only gotten a couple of Trump voicemails, and they were actually like the nicest Trump supporters I've ever heard of.
Mm-hmm. And they actually were pretty quick voicemails that got to the point, too. So if this were a pro-Trump show, maybe we'd play them.
So voicemail etiquette, whether it's positive or negative, get to your point quickly. You don't have to give your name, but you can if you want. Just don't come up with some bizarre, clearly fake nickname that you want to go by that's really long. Like the Eggman, that's a good one. There's a dude who calls whose name is Total Control, supposedly. There's, well, whatever. I don't need to get into them. But if you're going to do a fake name, make it short and interesting. And get right to your point, keep it short. And that's the recipe for getting your voicemail on air. And you make our job a lot easier for sure as well. And don't swear, because if you swear, your voicemail has to be probably twice as good for us to take the time to bleep it before the show. That's a big thing too.
Eggman, we're talking to you.
Gamefly is sort of like Netflix for video games. They have over 8,000 new and classic games for Xbox One, Xbox 360, PS4, PS3, Wii, and a bunch of other platforms. And you can play as many games as you want for one monthly fee. And if you find some games you want to keep, you can buy them for a low used price. There's never any due dates or late fees. And our audience can get a free 30-day trial at gameflyoffer.com/TDPS. The games are shipped directly to you with return envelopes included. There's no contracts, and you can rent games through the mobile app. Get the free 30-day trial for the David Pakman Show audience and support our show by going to gameflyoffer.com/TDPS.